Lou, thank you. Yeah, I want a peanut butter cup and maybe the Hershey's chocolate. Back to you.
Well, the NASCAR season starts this weekend with the Daytona 500. Steady hand in the Fox broadcast booth is going to be a fellow named Darrell Waltrip, and there's some rookie helping him out there, a kid named Jeff Gordon. Jeff, first of all, welcome to the Fox family. You pretty excited about this?
Thank you. I'm very excited. It's a great team to be a part of.
So there's no looking in the rearview mirror. What are you looking forward to going into the broadcast booth this season?
Well, just the excitement, the adrenaline that comes from watching the race from a whole new perspective. We've already seen some fantastic racing down here in Daytona, a lot of action, and so plenty to talk about, which certainly makes my job a lot easier. Of course, never hurts to be side by side with DW up there in the booth as well.
Right. You can just wind him up and let him go, and you can relax for the rest of the race. What's your advice, Darrell, about moving from the cockpit into the broadcast booth?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, your weather guy needs to stick to weather. That's one thing. And being a TV analyst and a professional, you know. And then Jeff's fun. I've watched him race all these years. I've been covering him for 16 years in the TV booth. So you know him as a competitor. Now he's in the booth working alongside of us, and we've actually got to bond a little bit, get to know a little bit about each other personally, and he brings a breath of fresh air. I mean, he comes right off the racetrack. His knowledge, his insight, it's just making our telecast better and better and better.
Jeff, you're so fresh off the track, though, that you still have relationships with some of the racers. And I don't know, maybe some tense relations. I wouldn't pick any names out, but maybe somebody whose name rhymes with maybe Keselowski or something like that. How do you objectively comment on somebody that you actually do have a personal relationship with, good or bad?
Well, and that's going to happen in a lot of different scenarios out there. You know, you're right. I do have these personal connections because I just came off the racetrack with all these competitors, and so it's hard to not be biased towards whether it's my old teammates or whether it's somebody that I've had some kind of run-in with. But I got to say, Brad Keselowski was bringing some of the best action in racing out there on the track last night, and I really enjoyed what he was doing. So from this perspective, it's fantastic. I'm enjoying it.
Darrell, let's talk about Daytona, one of the most storied tracks on the circuit. In other words, old, but it has been renewed. $400 million in improvements to that facility.
Oh, listen, they turned this into a stadium, about like what you guys there have in Dallas. Yeah. It's an experience, and it's on the other side of the racetrack. It has absolutely nothing to do with what we do on the racetrack, but the fan experience, which everybody, all the, you know, NASCAR, NFL, anybody that's in the sports marketing business, they want the fan to have a great experience. And when they come to this new stadium, they're going to be blown away. The exhibits, the restaurants, right, the sight lines. There's not a bad seat in the house. Come and watch this race. You're going to really be impressed with what they've done.
Absolutely, and we won't tell the people in Fort Worth that you said Texas Motor Speedway's in Dallas, okay? Just because we're friends.
No, it's in April 9th. We'll be down there, too.
Yeah, I know you will. I know. We'll look forward to that. And coming up before the race is the Jeff Gordon Experience, which is tomorrow night. What's that going to be about?
Yeah, you know, it's a Daytona 500 kickoff party. This is our biggest event. It's fantastic that Fox and all of us up in the booth get to cover this race. So let's have a party and get it kicked off right. So we're looking forward to having some fun, having all the drivers together, all the people from the industry, and get this thing this weekend started right.
It's kind of like Super Bowl week.
Daytona Day.
All right, kind of like Super Bowl weekend on wheels. And so that is coming up tomorrow night, and then Sunday at 11 o'clock our time, the Daytona 500, the NASCAR season has finally arrived. Thanks, fellas. Hey, we've got more to come here on Good Day. A lovable